Hey guys, it's Melanie. So today I'm going to be taking you through decorating my tiered tray on my kitchen island. I do utilize this tray year-round. The decor obviously changes with the seasons, and I thought it would be kind of fun to show you how I take some of the things that I already had in my collection and mix them in with some new things that I picked up for the holidays this year. My philosophy on these tiered trays is I like them to look somewhat full. And by the way, the whining and growling that you hear in the background is Mr. Kong. He is demanding treats, but he's at his treat quota today, so I'm not quite sure what to tell him because he's deaf, but he's not getting any more treats. So my philosophy is to have this thing somewhat full, but not overflowing. A lot of tiered trays that I see on Instagram are like overflowing with things. And I like for the eye to kind of like move around and look at a lot of interesting things, but I don't want things spilling out or so crammed that like things are touching, if that makes sense. So yeah. Let's go ahead and get started. I do have some things that I actually use year-round on this tray, and I'll kind of point those out. And that's another tip. You don't have to make this a really expensive project. Think about purchasing items that you can use year-round in your decor. Obviously, there's a few seasonal things that you might pick up or that you might already have on hand. And some of these things you might be able to find out in nature. So like birch logs, pine cones, obviously if you live near a wooded area, if you're not in a city, you might be able to find those for free. So you don't have to make this an expensive project, but it can be a lot of fun to do, and especially to mix it up for the seasons. So I'm gonna pop into frame and I'm just gonna kind of start placing things and letting you know sort of why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I'm gonna flip my little viewfinder up so I can make sure that I am still in frame. Yep, okay. All right, hey guys, it's cold today, so I'm wearing this big old heavy flannel. It's not the most stylish, but we're gonna go with it. Okay, so I like to start from the bottom down. By the way, this tiered tray was from Hobby Lobby. I did pick this up in the spring. If it's still available, I'll try to link it down below. So hopefully I can find it. So I think what I want to put on the top is I picked up these really cute little reindeer this year. They were, I think, maybe at most like $3 each at Hobby Lobby. So I do know that I want one up here, and I will back the camera up once I'm all done and give you guys some close-ups. So it's hard to get this into frame. You should see my camera setup right now. It's ridiculous. I'm actually afraid that's gonna fall off the chair that I have it on. Okay, I have some bigger pine cones. These are left over from a floral project that I did. So I'm gonna stick that behind. Now, if your tiered tray is on an island like this, you wanna make sure that you decorate the whole way around. If you have the backside facing a wall, you don't necessarily have to get as intricate in the back. You can kind of get away with maybe leaving some spaces back here, but because this is a kitchen island and people walk around the island, I am going to do like a 360 approach here. So yeah, keep that in mind. I don't want to put too much else up here, but maybe I have these ornaments that I purchased on clearance last year at Walmart. They're just plastic. I think I paid like $3 for a box of like 30 or 35 ornaments. They were super cheap, so definitely pick things up on clearance. So I'm just gonna stick a couple over here. And I'm gonna take the same. I like using things with different textures. So this is shiny and it's got some ribbing on it. This is like a frosted cranberry color, really pretty. So I'm gonna put that on the other side. Typically I like to do things mirrored. So I'll kind of mirror one side to the other. I do have just a cute little bow that I stuck up here. You'll see that bow when I'm all done. Okay, I think that's all that I want to do for this top level, so keep it kind of simple. Coming down to the next tier, I have these birch logs. So I took 3 of them and just tied them together with some, it looks like a burlap ribbon, but it does have some wire on it as well, so I can kind of shape the ribbon. Can you guys hear him? He is such a naughty little boy. So, yeah, I bought these at Hobby Lobby, but we actually have a birch tree in our yard. We're gonna be, I think it's dead. I think we have to cut it down. So for next year, I'll be saving some of those birch logs for another project. So, but yeah, you can find these and just cut them up yourself. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that over here towards the back on the second tier. Again, I'm gonna give you guys the view the whole way around. Let's see, what else do I want to put on here? I think I want to go ahead and take this. This is something that I have from Hobby Lobby. It's just one of those decorative spheres. I have several of these, and I do normally keep at least 1 or 2 of these on the tiered tray year-round. So it's going back on there, and it kind of goes with my neutral color theme. So my color theme for this was obviously some rustic, like silver and cream, and then the burlap color, the pops of red, and then gold as well. I really like gold. So one of the things that I picked up again this year from Hobby Lobby was just this little sign. So you can find these really inexpensively. I mean, you can find stuff like this at the dollar store as well. So I think I'm gonna plop that right here in the front. And then I'm gonna take one of my like frosted pine cones. Again, these were left over from a work project of mine. And I'm gonna stick that right here. And then I think I might do maybe like one of the ornaments here as well, just to kind of fill in a little bit, but I feel like that's full enough for me right now. So now we are on the bottom tier here. So I have 2 of these trees from Michael's. These were on sale for 10 bucks each. And then I also had a 25% off coupon, so I scored on these. They're just little resin trees that have a little bit of, you can see the glitter on there. So I'm gonna put one over here. I'm gonna put one over here. I do have this votive holder. It is, I don't know, what are these? I think these are called artichokes. It's really heavy. It's like, I think it's concrete. And I do put votives in here. I find that it's okay to actually light these votives on this tiered tray. These don't burn really hot. These are just cheap IKEA votives. So they're usually only lit for like maybe 2 hours before they go out. So I'm gonna place this towards the back here. Again, it's a nice way to fill in. Then this is also something that I keep out year round as well on the tiered tray. I have 2 more of the cute little reindeer. So I've got one that is laying down and one that is standing up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them both in the front here. So I'm just kind of trying to create a little vignette. And let's see, I've got some more pine cones to play with. So I think I might use one of the white pine cones up front here. I'm gonna put the other one back behind. I've got a few more pine cones as well. Some of them are spray painted gold, some of them are just left natural. So I'm just gonna start kind of tucking these in so that they fill in the spaces just a little bit. Put one back here, maybe one behind, or maybe we'll do like a couple behind here. There we go. And then I am left with some more of my plastic ornaments. So I'm just gonna see how these look in here. So I'm just kind of tucking, I might actually remove this pine cone. I'm just kind of tucking things in This pine cone, I'm gonna move to the next tier up because I see a little hole in the back here that could be filled. I'm gonna put, maybe we'll do one of these, but back here. I think I might actually put one right here. Kong, stop, you're killing me, buddy. Got a couple more left. I might put one right here. And then one more. Right here, I see a fun place for one there. And that's it. So pretty simple. I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys around here so that you can see all sides. So obviously there is the top tier. Second. And then the bottom. So it's not completely 100% filled in, and I like that. Another thing that you could do is grab some white batting or maybe some white snow, and you could put some snow in here and make it like a very wintry theme. You could do that on each of the tiers or just one. Obviously, if you have, you know, things around the house that aren't currently being used for anything else, if they're a smaller scale, stick them on your tiered tray so you can see the back looks just as good as the front. You can move that over just a little bit. Got some nice pine cones there. And there's the grumpy man. Penny is in trouble, so she is upstairs in her timeout right now. But yeah, there you guys have it. That is my tiered tray for the holiday season this year. I really like how it turned out. I like putting this tiered tray on another tray because it makes it very easy for me to remove this when we have guests over. So we'll typically put the food out on this huge kitchen island. So this is very easy for me to move this way. I've got just another candle here, some more birch logs, slightly bigger birch logs that I again tied together. And then just a little cheap cake pedestal from the Target dollar spot. And then this luminary here is from Bath & Body Works a couple of years ago. And I have my very last Yankee Candle White Christmas in there. So that, let's see if I can move this without ruining anything, is my tiered tray. There you go. All right, I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions down below. Do you do a tiered tray on your kitchen island, or do you do one on your counter if you don't have an island? Do you think that this is a very overdone trend? Are you over the tiered trays? I know there's lots of opinions about these things. I just really honestly started getting into them this year myself. So, you know, this isn't like my favorite thing in the world. And I imagine at some point in the next couple of years, I might do away with it, but it's kind of fun for now. And I like it. It's, you know, a fun way to add like another festive touch to your kitchen. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. I will see you tomorrow for my holiday home tour where you will see everything. All right. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.